Mining is one of the most destructive practices on Earth. Around the world, mining is threatening people's homes and destroying ecosystems. This video will help you know what to expect and decide what to do if mining is being considered on or near your land. You'll hear stories, warnings, and advice from other communities. There are people around the world facing the same challenges, and the lessons they learned may be useful to you. If you know your rights, you have a better chance of protecting them. This is the story of a small rural community that successfully resisted a powerful mining company from coming in to exploit their land. They were successful for a very simple reason. They spoke with one voice. Ghana, Africa.
Ati do biya tentar ka sawa nga ake a yin atara gaunta ando bi wo mi bi ando bi ma bebe ka za e ando bi ka za in bomni soneta
kula Tanchara mutum a yi timnite ta ba a yi aikin girgita shi tiyani na ya shi ya sokoti ilwa ka timikin kulawa mutum a kina kula ta kuma kin tiyani timiyatin kala mutum ka wuro timiyatin ban ba lan pibi fula ari iya kunti di turi ko ba ka ba mata ce tele iriya
Anyatin nesenia uvurena eke hukonya uhuru ka usese baren de sala atuni iti gang pe si plano ka kala puo tu be woni ni ero.
Tanchara is a very special and unique community. This is a community that is connected to the earth, connected to the skies, the birds, connected to the sacred groves, connected to the land and everything.
In 2004, Tanchara was suddenly under threat. The Ghanaian government granted Azuma Resources rights to prospect for gold in the Upper West region of Ghana, without the permission of the local people.
The whole community was an outcry that they are come to mine. I did not actually understand what mine was until one of the elders explained to me. It's a way of digging under the ground to find money. And I say, hey, we bury money underground. Don't know. They pick some stones underground, which is money. I did not really understand until one day I grazed cattle down to one of the mining sites here, and I saw deep gullies, very deep holes around. And I said, so this is how they mine.
Something strange was happening in their community, but whatever it was, they didn't know. They found strange vehicles drive into the community, put some pegs around some locations. They tied some ribbons on some trees. They got to know of an Australian mining company, Azuma Resources.
In the nearby village of Charikpong, prospecting alone by companies like Azuma has had devastating social impacts. The discovery of gold and the perception that mining will offer huge financial opportunities has caused a shift away from farming and toward artisanal mining, creating many negative consequences for the community.
In Charikpong, I would say the community have lost it all. They've lost it in terms of access to potable drinking water. People are using cyanide with their hands and pouring mercury right on the ground. The ground is all full of caves.
Both artisanal mining and industrial mining have devastated communities in Ghana.
Large-scale corporations have taken volumes of the wealth of gold in this country away, leaving communities completely shattered, leaving people homeless, leaving people with no water to drink, leaving people with no land to farm, leaving people with no heritage, no culture, and connected to nothing.
In Tanchara, the community came together to discuss the mining threat.
Poverty is in Betora, Namin is in Betora, Tingadim is in Betora. I've been a very minute, that is yet. Kabati day I've written while long time. I appear a meeting for 14 years. Tis I will be in anything yet. I wouldn't desire. Tita Yale, till I can kill God your good work.
We, the youth group, we realize that, in fact, if we allow this thing to go ahead, at the end it will be very detrimental. In collaboration with the elders, we came to a conclusion that money is not just an option for Tanchara if we want to prosper. We came to a time the community got divided, but the majority carries the vote.
In 2006, community leaders released a statement demanding the government safeguard their sacred groves and sites from mining. They did not want industrial or artisanal mining on their land.
The specific demands were made to the Minerals Commission that in the interest of protecting our heritage, in the interest of living in harmony with our environment, we are saying that we don't want mining in our community.
For years, the community fought to have their decision respected.
Initially, the message they got was that the company got authority from government, from Accra, so nobody should attempt to stop them.
Azuma Resources tried to divide the community to get support for its project.
There is always a divide and rule approach. They move into community, they buy people. Communities have to watch out. They will buy their way through. Your own son would fight against you. Your father would fight against you. That is what they do. Those are their tactics.
Tanchara was able to stay strong and unified because they had spent years working together with the support of an NGO.
SICOT is an organization which is focused on promoting community development. One of the first tools we have, of course, the community institutions and resources mapping. Because first of all, you must map what exists in the community. It's done by the community. Then people say, okay, we have these resources, we have these rivers flowing there, we have this forest standing there, we have a sacred grove there. In the next 10 years, how do we want to see our community building on what we have? It helps people govern, people agree on what is best for the community.
It was really a very empowering process to the community to start to sit together and dialogue, to sit together and negotiate. The community institutional resource mapping in Tanchara had to span 3 years. At the end of this, we had a map of all the locations. You have a clear understanding of what resources are available in that community. We could tell who had the control, who had the power to take decisions in terms of the governance.
Because Tanchara came together to develop a unified vision for their community, when the mining company arrived, Tanchara was prepared to make a collective decision about how they wanted to proceed.
Once people found there's gold in the community, we had to sit down and say, is gold mining the best thing for the community? How is it going to help us? How is it going to harm us? They looked at the children. First of all, if it comes in, the children will not go to school again. When they look at their own environment, their rivers, their streams where the animals drink.
te dama yen lafiya bula te ja tara le tin me e alibina gwamnati ne ka iriya no te ka iriya te lafiya te dalau
ti pam betwa ti konte ti mi ka la a kwanjare bi ti kwalenya a komsi e be me kwa pontere ka te ka ne bibiji a salamanya tu yele o ba ye te sa ina bombe na nya.
When we did the protocol which involved educating them on the laws of Ghana in terms of their rights, they got empowered.
Finally, in 2013, Tanchara convinced Azuma Resources to meet with them. The community presented its position along with its research on international laws supporting their right to say no. Since this time, Azuma has not approached the Tanchara community.
Azuma Resources didn't come back again, simply because they found that communities are aware. They are aware and they would question. So they thought that it would be too expensive to deal with this community. You better go to another community where they wouldn't ask you questions.
It's unclear whether Azuma Resources will one day come back, but if they do, the community will be prepared.
te lang ta ate palo po ni be lang ta be te be to na ibumza imsa no ni ta tu asalme te ni zaoria asalme wari ni yel tu ko be nu ono ka te ni de bon liberty bo ti de liberty anu ni de liberty
Ma be babra le ti be babra le and sound attitude mako sa da ke ke.
Mining is actually just a temporary solution for your problems. The land is actually valuable than the gold.